first off, I wanted to talk about shadow work and the process of, because everything has a process. We know that, right. So, first things first, finding out the hurt point. What hurts you? What are the things that cause you to cause friction or allows you to blow up? Like, what are some things that causes you to people please? You know, have you run into others? You know, why do you look for validation? Why do you want people to try to understand you so bad? Why? These are things that you have to figure out. Why do you look for things in people that you try to look for in yourself? Self-fulfillment. Why can't you be alone? Or why can't you be, how can I say this, receptive to change? Why not? You know? Last but not least, for number one, understanding why you do the things that you do. What have you been missing in a whole decade that caused you to be the way you are? You know? And number two, finding what you don't want. Things that you've been through that caused your trauma, those are things that you don't want. You want them to learn from those things and build character and show your strength from digging out of those particular holes. But what don't you want to continue with as far as you going into your life and your day-to-day? What aren't you willing to deal with anymore from yourself and others, but mostly from yourself, because we have to take accountability. You know, fighting those triggers, those things that trigger you. How do you trigger yourself? You know, staying away from those things, because we just can't keep blaming other people. We have to find what our triggers are and make sure we learn how to bury the hatches with those things, you know, emotionally, you know, and physically, you know. And finding what you don't want in your life. Setting boundaries. Finding things in a mass amount, but little by little, but in a mass amount of understanding your triggers. Understanding what you do and you don't want around you. It's very helpful. Secondly, eliminating what you don't want. Because you can find what you want. You can understand your triggers, but you won't learn how to eliminate those things that you don't want in your life. I can't particularly put it out there because everybody goes through different things. You know, sometimes you just have to learn how to mentally eliminate things out of your mind, even if you have to physically be around them, you know. Also, finding a healing point. You know, after you discovered what you don't want, it may take months, years, you know, a couple of weeks, you know, you may know instantly, you know, but acting on those things and being able to heal from those things in a timely manner so you can allow anything that's for you to be there. You know, we can be healing and swear we got it all together, but once something comes back around and you're like, well, why this and why that? You know, you truly haven't healed if you're still questioning what you don't want out of people. You know, you haven't set boundaries for yourself. So, not allowing those things to cross your boundaries. Setting boundaries, sitting down, taking time out of your day, of your life for you to figure out what you don't want and how to keep them from invading your space. And truly understanding what you want from yourself and for yourself is one of the major things that you have to realize. Like, it's for you. This is your life, not your kids, not your mom, not your dad. This is literally for you, to help you be able to move day to day without self-infliction of emotion. So once you learn how to control those things, control those triggers, you can honestly control your emotions. Another thing is, like I said, setting time for yourself, understanding that this is my time. Be selfish with your time. I know it's, oh, I'm not selfish, I don't want to be selfish. No, the only way you're going to allow those boundaries to stick is if you're a little selfish with your time, with what you need for yourself, and understanding what you do and what you don't want in your life. Meditating, even if it's through art, exercise, music, frequencies, being able to vent to people in a respectful manner, not throwing your issues on them or trying to make them make decisions for you and you just go piggyback off of them. That's not meditating. You meditating is actually being able to play out a scenario in your head, or being able to clear your mind from certain things that that are going to cause you triggers. Just all over clearing your mind so you can have a good headspace, so you can make the proper decisions instead of being rational, so you won't be receptive. You don't hear what somebody is actually telling you that you inquired about, of course, but if you're seeking the help, or even if through yourself, you have to shut your mind off sometimes. You just have to process things in a different manner than what you're used to. And number 4 is putting things in action. Actually acting on the things that you do want for yourself. Not involving the things that you don't want and saying, oh, I'm going to see how this rides out. But no, standing on exactly what you do not want and going for those things that you do want. Even if it's taking a trip, going to ride your bike, going to exercise in the day, going to finally cook your favorite meal. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that fulfills you. Like, okay, well, I did this for me. Even if you are cooking around the house, make sure it's your favorite meal. If everybody don't like it, I'll worry about y'all later. But this is what I wanted to eat, Not being selfish, but just, not settling for things that aren't what you want, And next on that list is, once again, doing things that you want to do. Figuring them out, writing them down, putting them in action. Even if you have to make a payment plan for taking a trip, or finding a dress, finding some shoes, finding some earrings, something that you want to do for yourself, and not allowing people to hinder you. Even if it's a job, don't let nobody tell you, oh, why would you go get that? It doesn't matter. It's what makes you happy, and that's what you feel will be a good step for yourself. Under that is doing things that you feel will make you feel whole, or doing things that will make you feel whole. Not just a significant other, but hey. But even if it's just like hiking, or cleaning up your house, or getting some new sheets, or getting some new curtains, it could be the smallest things, besides the biggest things, if you feel like you conquered all those small things. Those bigger things, and, going to get your face done, going to get your feet done, those things that you really think about consistently, that you want to do for yourself, that you don't feel that you have time for, or you really get to do for yourself, just putting everything that you want in action. And after that is not entertaining the things that don't allow you to grow. Even if it's people in your life that are not allowing you to be the best version of you, and playing the control game or the manipulating game or the narcissist game or the selfish game. Just if those people aren't helping you be the best person that you need to be, and vice versa, because everything is a give and receive. If you can't find time to help somebody else, or give an idea, or when someone simply asks you, hey, what do you think about this, and you can't tell them, you're kind of selfish in so many words. But worrying about others, lying to yourself, not taking accountability, playing the blame game, arguing, drinking to conquer, doing drugs to conquer, just a moment, and not willing to share, is entertaining things that do not make you whole, that will not give you self-fulfillment, that will not allow you to grow. And also acknowledging where you want to be in life. We all have jobs, we all work, a lot of us have kids, but that takes away from us focusing still where we want to be today. So just acknowledge where you want to be in life and what you will take to get there. Pay attention to self, understand self, be willing and prepared to fight for self, and just see where everything goes, but first and foremost, you have to understand your trauma, where your triggers come from, and give yourself space enough to heal.